Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well and welcome back to the AI Tech Experiment channel, the place for AI professionals and enthusiasts to stay updated with AI advanced. In this video, we'll parse together some of the must-to-know applications of DeepSeek R1. Let's start with this one from Akalik, which is about building a game from different languages. And if we take the same prompt but translate it to English, we see what is asked from the model here is to develop a sitting game where you can fire missiles in all directions. At first, the enemy's speed is very slow, but after defeating 3 enemies, the speed gradually increases. And we see here what we've asked for. Now, look at this example, guys. This is insane. With DeepSeek, now we can extract only the reasoning from the reasoning model, and we inject after that this thinking process in any other model. So like in this example, we inject the reasoning process in the GPT 3.5 Turbo. So if we take this example, like here, you will see we'll ask the model which is bigger, 9.11 or 9.2. So here we'll have the thinking process of DeepSeek, and we can take this one and we inject it in GPT 3.5 Turbo, and we have a good answer. So this is insane, guys, because we can turn any language in any model, into absolute genius. Now, talking about reasoning, let's take this example from Suli Omar. We have this in real time. Like in this example, we give the model a sequence and we ask it to decode another sequence. And look at this, how fast the model is doing this. We've seen something like that in one of my videos about OpenAI O1, but this is faster, guys, right? So I advise you to go and watch the other video and compare both of them. Let's take another example from Poonam Soni. This is insane, guys. Like DeepSeek was a side project. Like as we see in this post, the company is owned by super smart guys with top math background, happen to own a lot of GPUs for training mining purpose, and DeepSeek is their side project for squeezing those GPUs. And even better, people in China weren't taking them seriously. This is insane, guys. So look what they did. They are competing with the best models on Earth, and it was a side project. Let's look at this example from Poonam Soni as well. So now you can have AGI at home. This can be done by running DeepSeek R1 across just 7, maybe just is not a good word, but across 7 M4 Pro Mac Minis and 1 M4 Max MacBook Pro. So it's still demanding, talking about budget, but we are talking about AGI here at home. Let's look at this example now from Ben Doer. So here we compare OpenAI O1 Pro with DeepSeek R1. We ask both to implement a rotating triangle with red ball in it. So here we have what has been generated by OpenAI O1, and this one is the DeepSeek R1 1. We see like the one from OpenAI, it's not even in the triangle, right? Here is another amazing example, guys, from Relay Brown. So here the author built a Perplexity style research assistant using DeepSeek AI Reasoner. If we look a little bit more at it, so here the user is asking a question about Mark Zuckerberg and Bezos incident. And here we have the resulting research. And the cherry on the cake is that we have the reasoning as usual from DeepSeek Reasoner about the research that has been done. And you can even ask the model questions about this research. Something else, guys, is that whatever you are building with DeepSeek, it's like far cheaper from using models from OpenAI. If we take this comparison from Shubham Sabu, so if you use OpenAI O1, you would pay $60 per 1 million output tokens. By using DeepSeek R1, you pay only $2 per 1 million, like compared to $60. So it's 96.4 cheaper than OpenAI models, and you have all of it open source. So people who are using ChatGPT subscription, I let you decide what to do. And of course, we can't talk about LLMs without talking about RAG. For those who are not familiar with the word, RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. And this is what we will see in this example from Akshay. So in this app, Llama Index is used for orchestration. DeepSeek R1 was used as an LLM. Ollama used to run the model locally. I have another video where I show how to use Ollama to run LLMs locally, guys, so don't hesitate to go and look at it. And Streamlit is used for the UI. So if we look deeper at this example, so here we have the application. We browse a file, which is a paper in this case, and we chat with the paper. I mean, we ask a question about the paper. For example, what exactly is DSPy? And we have all the answers about DSPy, and you can continue the question by asking to write a simple RAG program using DSPy. And here we have it in few seconds with all the data that we need and with comments on each line of code. So this is Retrieval Augmented Generation, guys, and it's called so because the model generates answer based on information that it retrieves from external source, which is the PDF document in this case, and not from its training data, for example. Look at this example now, guys. This is mind-blowing. So if we take DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion model, we can run it fully locally in the browser at 60 tokens per second. This is crazy, guys. So with this, we have a super smart LLM, very cheap and very fast. So we can't ask more, I guess. This is another insane application, again from Akshay. So where a multi-agent YouTube video analyst is built using DeepSeek R1, and the app can scrape videos from multiple YouTube channels and report trends and insight. And what's used here, it's Crew AI for multi-agent orchestration, Bright Data for web scraping, and again Streamlit for the UI. I will create a video where I talk in details about this. So this is it, guys, for today. There are many other applications, but I selected just a few of them. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Don't hesitate to put a thumb up if it's the case, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to have more videos like this one. Don't hesitate to put a comment if you need more details about any concept about which I talked so far, and see you next time.